You ever watch a horror movie and think, man, I would never be that stupid? Well, turns out some people are that stupid. I had just closed on my dream home, a fully integrated smart house. The kind of place where everything was controlled from my phone. Lights, doors, security, temperature, even the coffee maker. It was supposed to be ours, mine and Emily's. A fresh start. A place to build a future together. But I had to leave for a week-long business trip right after closing. So, instead of letting the house sit empty, I asked Emily to stay there early and start setting things up. Make it feel like home. She was excited. At least, she acted like it. I kissed her goodbye, promised to be back soon, and left. And not 2 days later, she invited another man into our house. I wasn't suspicious at first. I checked in on the house cameras now and then, mostly just to see how things were coming along. Emily was moving in, cleaning, decorating, playing music through the speakers. Everything seemed fine. Then, the first red flag. Late at night, the bedroom lights dimmed. The exact way I had programmed them for our intimate nights together. I brushed it off at first. Maybe she was just messing with the settings. Then, the second red flag. A man. At first, I thought maybe it was a friend or her brother helping her move things. But when I checked the security logs, he had been coming in late, staying the night, leaving in the morning. Every single day. I wasn't stupid. I knew exactly what was happening. She was sleeping with him. In my house. I clenched my fists, anger boiling in my chest. But I didn't react. I didn't text her. I didn't call her. Because while she thought she was getting away with it, she had no idea what this house could do. And if she wanted to play games, I was about to turn her little love nest into a haunted nightmare. I could have confronted her right away, could have sent her a picture of her and her lover, told her to pack her bags, and left it at that. But where's the fun in that? No, if she was going to disrespect me, disrespect our home, then she was going to feel every inch of what she did. I had 5 days before I came back. 5 days to turn my smart home into her worst nightmare. And it started slow. They were in bed when I made my first move. I watched from my phone as they got comfortable, lights dimmed, the house quiet. Then, through the speakers, I played an old recording of my voice, one I had taken before I left. Can't wait to be home with you, babe. The moment it echoed through the room, they both froze. Emily sat up. Did you hear that? The guy laughed nervously. Yeah. I played it again. Can't wait to be home with you, babe. He scrambled out of bed. What the? Emily's breathing quickened. Is there someone in the house? I turned the lights off. Complete darkness. Then I whispered into the intercom. You shouldn't be here. That's when the guy lost it. He grabbed his phone flashlight and scanned the room, voice shaking. Who's there? I turned the lights back on. Emily ran to the bedroom door, checking the locks. I swear I heard something. You think someone broke in? She didn't answer. She just looked around, breathing hard, trying to make sense of it. I almost laughed. They had no idea that the house itself was watching them. By now, Emily was already on edge. I could see it in the way she moved around the house, constantly looking over her shoulder, checking doors twice. But the guy? He thought it was nothing. That changed real quick. After dinner, he got up, stretched, and said, I need to use the bathroom. Perfect. I waited until he got inside, let him settle in. Then, I locked the door. At first, he didn't notice. Then, I heard him try the handle. Hey, Emily? His voice wavered. I think your bathroom door is stuck. What? He jiggled the handle harder. Nothing. A pause. Then, wait. Why won't the toilet flush? Oh yeah. I shut the water off too. Emily got up, frowning. What's going on with this house? I don't know, but I really need to go. His voice was panicked now. I turned on the intercom again, lowering my voice to a deep growl. Better hurry. He screamed. Started pounding on the door. Emily, let me out. I'm trying. She pulled at the handle. Locked solid. Meanwhile, I could hear his breathing pick up. Pure panic. I let it sit for 2 more minutes. Then, right as I heard him groan in discomfort, I unlocked the door. It swung open, and he bolted out, running straight for the front door, which I locked. From the outside, why won't it open? He yanked at it, sweating. What is this place? Emily ran after him, now genuinely scared. She tried the locks. Nothing. He turned back, shaking. Emily, what's happening? She didn't have an answer. For the first time, I saw it. The first moment of doubt in her eyes. Like she was questioning everything. And that's when I knew. She wasn't just scared of the house anymore. She was scared of him. The next night, Emily barely slept. She tossed and turned. Her nerves shot, her paranoia growing. The guy, though? He tried to brush it off. It's just some dumb glitch, he muttered, rubbing his face. Smart houses do weird stuff all the time. Emily wasn't convinced. Then why did the bathroom door lock? And the lights? And the voice? He didn't have an answer for that. But he wasn't scared enough yet. So, I turned things up a notch. Around midnight, the guy got up to use the bathroom again. But this time, he didn't even make it inside. As soon as he stepped out into the hallway, I shut every door in the house. Loud. Slam. 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 He jumped back, heart pounding. Emily? She shot up in bed. What? What happened? He ran to the bedroom door. Locked. He rattled the handle, panic setting in. What the? Babe, open the door. Emily rushed over, trying to twist the knob. It wouldn't move. What is wrong with this house? She cried. I let him struggle for a good minute before I unlocked it. The second he stumbled inside, I blasted the house speakers. Get out. They both screamed. Emily covered her ears. Turn it off. I did. Then I turned off every single light in the house. Total darkness. And just to add a little more fuel to the fire, I sent a message to the smart home display in the living room. Do you feel safe? The guy read it. I could see the exact moment his fight or flight kicked in. He didn't want to be here anymore. The next morning, I gave them a break. Let them have a moment of peace. And then, I took it all away. It started when he went outside to grab something from his car. I waited until he stepped out just far enough. And then I locked every single door behind him. He tried to come back inside. The handle wouldn't budge. He knocked. Emily? Open the door. She tried. It's not working. He pounded harder. What do you mean it's not working? She tried again. Locked solid. That's when I activated the motion sensor sprinklers. Ice-cold water blasted from the lawn, right onto him. What the? He jumped back, hands over his head. Emily gasped, watching from inside. Oh my God. And right when he tried to run to the front gate, I locked that too. So now he was standing there, soaking wet, in his underwear, trapped outside, pacing, cursing, kicking the door. And Emily? She just watched. And that's when I saw it. That tiny flicker of realization in her eyes. The doubt. Like maybe, just maybe, this guy wasn't the strong, confident man she thought he was. Like maybe he was just some pathetic fool who didn't even know how to protect her. And that's what I wanted. Not just to scare her. To make her doubt her choices. To make her wonder, deep down, if she had picked the wrong man. The lover was still outside, shivering in his underwear, soaked from the sprinklers, pounding on the front door. And Emily? She just stood there, watching, not helping, not opening the door, just watching. I could see the wheels turning in her head. She was starting to question everything. The excitement, the thrill, the rebellion, all gone. Now, she was left with a half-naked, whimpering idiot locked outside in the cold, and the sinking feeling that maybe, just maybe, she had ruined her life for nothing. And I wasn't done yet. I let them stew in their misery for a few more hours. Then, the next morning, I came home. I pulled into the driveway like nothing had happened. Walked up to my front door, suitcase in hand, casual as ever. Emily opened the door, relief flooding her face. Babe, oh my God, something's wrong with the house. I raised an eyebrow. What do you mean? She started rambling. The doors were locking by themselves. The lights were acting weird, and I stepped past her into the house, pretending to check my phone. Everything looks fine on my end. She froze, like a deer caught in headlights, because that's when it hit her. I wasn't surprised. I wasn't confused. I wasn't even angry. I already knew. I turned to her, calm as ever, and placed a single printed photo on the kitchen counter. A clear image of her and her lover in my bed. Her face drained of color. I know what you did, I said, my voice steady. Now pack your things. She opened her mouth, probably to beg, maybe to cry, but I cut her off. I don't care what excuse you have. I don't care why you did it. All I care about is that you're out of my house by the time I get back. She blinked. Be back? I grabbed my keys. I'm going for coffee. When I return, you're gone. I left, drove around for an hour, grabbed coffee, enjoyed the morning, and when I came back, she was gone. The house was quiet again. Mine again. No tears. No yelling. No dramatic exit. Just the empty space where she used to be. I reset the smart system, wiped the security logs, and erased every trace of her. And that night, at exactly 11 p.m., I dimmed the bedroom lights, just like they had been every night she betrayed me, just as a reminder. Because in the end, I didn't need to ruin her life. She had done that all on her own. And me? I had one.